What's the real difference between a cult and a religion? People confuse the two concepts all the time. Just look at the comments in my other videos and you will see. But the truth is simple. The difference isn't belief, it's how belief is used. Religion is a set of beliefs and practices meant to guide. However, a cult uses belief to control, manipulate, and take advantage. Today, we're stripping away the confusion so you can recognize when faith is helping you grow and when it's being used to own you. Cult. It's a word we throw around too casually. A fitness group, a fan base, even a diet gets labeled a cult. But in its serious sense, a cult isn't about passion or devotion. It's about using belief as a control mechanism. Religion, at its healthiest, is a belief system meant to guide people towards God, ethics, and community, not trap them. So how do you tell them apart when both can have rituals, leaders, devotion, and structure? The answer is simple. Just watch whether belief is being used to guide conscience or replace it. Picture two groups that look identically the same from the outside. They pray, they gather, they share beliefs. In a healthy religion, belief guides you, but your conscience remains yours. You can question, you can think, you can leave if you need to. In a cult, belief becomes leverage. Leaving is betrayal. Independent thinking becomes dangerous. And that's the dividing line. Religion uses belief to guide people, while cults use belief to control people. Every spiritual movement has leaders. Leaders aren't the problem. Leadership style is. In religion, leaders serve. They point you towards God, truth, wisdom, not themselves. In a cult, leaders rule. They become the source of truth, and their ego becomes the center of everything. You can hear the difference in the language. For instance, healthy leaders say, let's learn, let's grow. Cult leaders say, I know, you obey. One leads with humility, while the other leads with domination. Also, healthy religious communities give. They support the poor, help families, welcome newcomers, and encourage relationships beyond the group. Cults take. They isolate you from your family, friends, and any outside influence. They demand more of your time, your loyalty, and often your money or your service. If a group tells you outsiders are dangerous or that leaving will destroy you, that's not spirituality. That's fear-based control. Religions thrive in the light, and cults survive in the dark. Healthy religion holds beliefs deeply, but also recognizes human limitation. That's why people debate, interpret, and even disagree. Cults claim exclusive truth. They say cult leaders and cult members will say things like, we alone understand. Everyone else is lost. That exclusivity becomes the trap, because once you believe your group is the only one with the truth, it becomes easy to reject everyone else and easy for leaders to manipulate. Here's a simple rule. Healthy faith says you're special, not superior. Cults say you're chosen and everyone else is deceived. Another test is to look at how the group treats doubt. This may be the clearest test of them all. What happens when you ask hard questions? In a religion, doubt is normal, even sacred. Prophets, scholars, and saints all wrestled with uncertainty. In a cult, doubt is a threat. You're guilty for asking, rebellious for questioning, and disloyal for thinking critically. Healthy faith welcomes your mind, but cults want your silence. And what happens when you leave? In most religions, leaving is allowed. You might disagree, you might drift, but you're still a friend or family member. And ultimately, the religion wants you to be guided to the truth. In cults, leaving brings punishment. You're cut off, demonized, treated as spiritually dead or mentally broken. If walking away puts your friendships, safety, or identity at risk, you're not in a faith community. You're in a system of control. Now, in normal religion, giving is voluntary and transparent. Money supports the community and helps the poor, not the leader's lifestyle. In cults, money flows upward, always towards the leader's needs, projects, or dreams. Emotionally, healthy faith fills your spirit, while cults drain it. If your spiritual life leaves you anxious, guilty, or constantly afraid of messing up, that's not transformation, it's manipulation. And remember, this is in the context of fearing people, whether it's leaders or members of the group, and not fearing God. Let's go over some real comparisons. Consider two groups. Group A you can ask questions. Disagreement is allowed. Your conscience matters. B helps you grow. Group B, questions are threats. Disagreement is punished. Your conscience is replaced by the leader's authority. Struggle is called weakness. They both have the same rituals, same language, but they have a completely different spirit and culture. Group A is a religion, while Group B is a cult, because freedom is the oxygen of faith and control is the suffocation of it. So why do people get confused? Why do people join cults at all? That's because no one joins a cult. They join a promise of purpose, clarity, community, healing, and control happens gradually. Isolation happens quietly and dependence forms slowly. And by the time someone realizes their support system is gone and the cult group becomes their whole world, that's why recognizing the signs early is very important. Here's a simple test. Ask yourself 3 questions. Can I and am I encouraged to think for myself? Can I question and even question the leader without fear? Can I leave the group or leave the community without losing everything? If the answer is yes, you're in a healthy, spiritual, religious space. However, if the answer is no, even one no for those questions, that's a warning sign that you may be in a cult. Faith and fear can't coexist. And again, this is fear related to fear of human beings. When fear of human beings enters, freedom leaves, and there's a disconnection from God. Here's some things I want you to think about. Think about your own experiences. Have you ever been part of a group, religious or not, where asking questions felt unsafe, where belonging depended on obedience to human beings, and where honesty can cost you something, maybe even everything? Control doesn't always look dangerous at first. Sometimes it's easy to give in to somebody controlling every aspect of your life. And sometimes it looks like a community, maybe mentorship or inspiration, until you realize the price was your actual independence. And the price was your connection to the faith or the religion that the cult leader used to manipulate and control you. Healthy faith strengthens your conscience and gives you your own voice. Unhealthy systems steal it. So while cults and religions both talk about truth, only one respects your freedom to actually seek it. A cult demands. A religion invites. A cult silences. A religion listens. A cult controls, while a religion frees. And just remember, cults use various religions and various beliefs to control people and manipulate them, while a religion is simply a set of beliefs and practices that are meant to help guide, free, and empower individuals that follow that religion. So if you have any questions, type them in the comments and reach out to us via the resources in the description. Thank you and see you next time.